Bitcoin is about to create a move that not many people are going to expect. But in this video, I'm going to be explaining exactly what I think is going to be happening, exactly all of the reasons why I do think so, and how I will be benefiting from this next move. On top of that, we also need to be talking about Ethereum, because I literally sold most of my Bitcoin right now for Ethereum. So make sure to push up that like button. Let's see if we can once again smash it back above the 100 likes. And let's start off with that short term. And yes, we are actually still trading inside of our weekend, and I have been saying yesterday that most likely we are just going to be consolidating at around our CME close price. That CME close price is right now sitting at the 63.8k level, and while it is playing out perfectly, we are just consolidating at around that level. Now, because of this consolidation, we are starting to form this new symmetrical triangle. Talking about that next Bitcoin move, well, this symmetrical triangle is going to be very important for that. And in my opinion, there are really going to be two scenarios right now that could be playing out. Either we are just going to be getting this push towards the upside right now. I am going to be telling you exactly why I do think so a little bit later. Or we might still see a little bit of a breakdown in the short term. But in either scenario, we are eventually going to be getting another push towards the upside. And I am going to be sharing exactly why I do think we are going to be getting this another push towards the upside. But you just have to know that in the short term, we might still get a little bit of a correction. But eventually, yes, we are just going to be getting that move towards the upside. Because what you do need to understand is that in the short term, we are actually still trading inside of this downtrend. And we should still technically be a little bit more careful. Now, on the opposite direction, we are actually getting quite a few signals that are going to be indicating that we are coming close towards that Bitcoin bottom. Not that that Bitcoin bottom is in right now, but at least we are getting close towards it. So right now we could still get another move towards the downside, but eventually, yeah, we are just getting very close towards that bottom. And for that, we are going to be having multiple signals that are going to be indicating that we are getting really close towards that bottom. And I'm going to be walking you through all of the signals that I'm seeing right now. First of all, we can be having a look into this daily hidden bullish divergence. Now, this is probably going to be the least important signal that we are seeing right now, but definitely it is indicating that we are getting more momentum towards the upside. We are, of course, trading inside of this uptrend in that larger time frame. Okay, and the momentum is right now definitely diverging, which is going to be a bullish indication. And moving on that weekly time frame, we are most definitely getting a break above that all-time high resistance. We are not decisively breaking above that previous actual all-time high, but definitely above that resistance we have been having. So yeah, even confirming that previous resistance right now as support is definitely looking very good. And the Bitcoin price action is actually looking very similar from last cycle, but I'm going to be talking about that a little bit later. First of all, another very important signal is going to be that a lot of liquidity is right now actually starting to form on that upside. Yes, definitely, we are also starting to create some liquidity towards the downside, but definitely majority is towards the upside. And what we do know is that Bitcoin usually goes towards a place where that majority of the liquidity is actually sitting at. And if that majority of the liquidity is right now sitting towards the upside, well, most likely we are going to be breaking towards that upside. Now, I do want to be seeing some confirmations, but also more about that a little bit later. But the most important indication, in my opinion, is going to be these Bitcoin funding rates, which are sitting extremely low right now. And what we could be seeing in the previous cycle is that all of the time during these corrections, well, we could be seeing that the Bitcoin funding rates were once again going back towards these neutral areas. This basically just means that the liquidity is being flushed out of the market. All of these Bitcoin long positions are actually getting liquidated, and these short positions are actually being opened. And well, whenever that happens, it usually means that we are finding our bottom. At least we are coming very close towards that bottom. And right now, we can be seeing that these Bitcoin funding rates are sitting extremely low. Just like in previous cycle, it has indicated that we are sitting very close towards that Bitcoin bottom. So yeah, all of these circles were moments where the Bitcoin funding rates were actually sitting very low. And just like right now, the Bitcoin funding rates are also sitting very low. And all of the time, it indicated a Bitcoin bottom. Now, in my opinion, all of this is just going to be pointing towards a very good opportunity in the market right now. Now, like I have said, maybe, possibly, we could just be getting another rejection back towards the downside. But in that case, I do not think that the maximum drawdown is going to be that big. So that is why I think that there is going to be a massive opportunity in the market right now, because we are literally going to be having the opportunity to be printing new all-time highs anytime soon again, for the risk of potentially seeing another, like, what is it, -7% dump towards the downside, and not really more, because that has been our maximum drawdown of this cycle, -20%. And from off the top, if we calculate -20%, it would set Bitcoin at the 59k level. So in my opinion, I do not think we can be going any lower than that 59k level if we just base that off of history. But while the downside risk is very, very limited, actually the upside potential is going to be very big, because literally we can be printing new all-time highs, just like we have been doing in our previous cycle. We have been going absolutely exponential. Now, the reason you want to be preparing yourself right now is going to be because tomorrow we are once again going to be trading in a normal weekday. Of course, right now we are still trading inside of our weekend, and yes, volatility is going to be lowered. We are potentially still going to be creating this Bitcoin CME gap, and we are most likely just going to be consolidating at around this level. But starting next week, well, probably volatility is going to be picking up again. So that is why you want to be getting ready right now. Now, I am already in this Bitcoin trade. That is because I do not think I'm going to be getting liquidated with this trade. But yeah, if you want to be taking a lower amount of risk, what I should definitely wait for is a break above this level, because whenever we are going to be breaking above this level, that is really going to be the moment where I'm going to be really flipping bullish in the short term and really say, all right, from this point, we are going to be creating that new all-time highs. Now, right now, we are actually still trading inside of this downtrend, so still do be a little bit careful. It is going to be pretty risky that I've already opened this trade right now. Now, anyways, if you are going to be getting interested in trading yourself, well, you can be claiming a $40,000 deposit bonus using this link. And without this link, you are only going to be getting $400. So if you are going to be getting interested in trading Bitcoin or purchasing altcoins, well, make sure to check out that link down below. And if Bybit is not going to be available in your country, you can be checking out DeepCoin, because there is no KYC and no restrictions, and you can be claiming $220 by only depositing $100. So yeah, make sure to check that one out. And we are going to be having some more things to be talking about, because in my opinion, this cycle is only just a really beginning. I think we are going to be very likely to be seeing something similar than this, and right now we are just going to be getting our retest, but anytime soon we are going to be seeing that next move towards the upside being created. And maybe for you right now, this does not seem all too realistic for you right now, but yeah, you can just see how exponential Bitcoin tends to go. It's literally unbelievable, and something like this wouldn't really be out of the box. It would definitely be possible for Bitcoin. Now, of course, in order for Bitcoin to actually go this exponential, we first need to be breaking above that previous all-time high. And actually, this cycle is looking very similar from last cycle, because last cycle as well, whenever we actually tried to be breaking above that previous all-time high, we as well got 2 consecutive rejections from that previous all-time high, before then eventually breaking above that previous all-time high. And literally, I still know it till this day, everyone was in disbelief whenever we actually broke above that previous all-time high. Because just like right now, everyone was thinking at the time that we are going to be seeing another larger correction. But well, at the time, Bitcoin just didn't care and just broke out towards the upside and well, made all of these crazy highs. So whenever we are going to be seeing people in disbelief this cycle around, well guys, pay attention at that time, because that is probably going to be the time where we are actually going to be doing it, and when we are actually going to be creating that God candle towards the upside. But anyways, just having a look into what's Ethereum, I just think that there is a lot of manipulation going on right now, because what we could literally be seeing for Ethereum is that we of course had this minus 25% rejection and literally close towards this bottom. Well, BlackRock went in and said that they've bought their Ethereum. So well, this is actually quite coincidental in my opinion. This is how they operate. This is also what they've been doing with Bitcoin. BlackRock has in fact actually suppressed the Bitcoin price for a very long time over here. I was warning you about it many times that BlackRock's BlackRock was doing this, but well, right now they are actually doing the same exact thing with Ethereum. Ethereum is actually getting held back towards the downside, but I think that anytime soon this is about to change, and that is why I sold most of my Bitcoin right now for Ethereum. I think that anytime soon something similar from Bitcoin right here is about to happen with Ethereum right now, and with this spot Ethereum ETF right now coming up anytime soon, I just think that this is going to be a very good trade. Now right now is going to be the time to be investing in altcoins, in my opinion. Alt season is actually in fact going to be next, and keep your eyes on the strong altcoins during this Bitcoin dip, because whenever Bitcoin will be bouncing back towards the upside, these are going to be the altcoins that are actually going to be exploding. But anyways, with that being said, make sure to be following me over on Twitter to stay up to date about every single market development. And guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.